Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a timeless tale that's packed with wisdom and a little bit of silliness. Get ready for the Emperor's new clothes. Once upon a time, in a land far away, lived an emperor who loved one thing more than anything else. His clothes. Oh, he wasn't just fond of fashion. He was obsessed. He cared more about having the newest, most dazzling outfit than he did about running his kingdom or even eating his dinner. Every hour of every day was dedicated to showing off his fabulous wardrobe. One sunny morning, two rather shifty-looking characters, who claimed to be the most brilliant tailors in the world, arrived at the palace. They promised the emperor a suit unlike any other, a magical garment made from fabric so fine, so extraordinary, that it would be invisible to anyone who was either terribly stupid or completely unfit for their job. Imagine that. A magical fabric that could tell if you were smart or good at what you did. Now, our emperor, being quite vain and not wanting anyone to ever think he was foolish, was absolutely thrilled. He hired these tricky tailors on the spot and gave them a huge sum of gold and the finest silk threads, which, of course, they kept for themselves. The tailors then set up their looms and began to pretend to weave. They made all sorts of elaborate motions, snipping the air with imaginary scissors and threading invisible needles. Day and night, they worked, or at least, they pretended to. The emperor, eager to see his new magical clothes, sent his most trusted ministers to check on their progress. Each minister peered at the empty looms, saw absolutely nothing. But oh dear, they were terrified. If they admitted they saw nothing, it would mean they were stupid or unfit for their important jobs. So, one after another, they all exclaimed, "Oh, what magnificent colors! What exquisite patterns!" They then rushed back to the emperor, praising the non-existent fabric to the skies. Finally, the day arrived for the grand unveiling. The two clever tailors came before the emperor, holding their empty hands aloft. "Behold, your majesty," they announced with great fanfare, "your new clothes. The coat, the trousers, the cape, all so light, you'll feel like you're wearing nothing at all." The emperor, seeing nothing but air, felt a jolt of panic. Could he be stupid? Unfit? Oh no, he couldn't admit that. So, with a forced smile, he nodded and pretended to marvel at the invisible threads. With the help of his attendants, who also pretended to admire the invisible clothing, the emperor went through the motions of putting on his new suit. He turned this way and that, admiring himself in the mirror, declaring how wonderfully the fabric felt against his skin. He then announced that he would wear a spectacular new outfit in a grand parade through the city, so all his subjects could see his incredible, magical clothes. As the emperor marched proudly through the streets, head held high, the townspeople lined the sidewalks, eager to see their ruler's latest fashion. The news of the magical fabric had spread like wildfire, and everyone had heard that only the stupid or unfit couldn't see it. So, just like the ministers, no one dared to admit they saw nothing. "Oh, how beautiful the emperor's new clothes are," they cheered. "What a magnificent train. What a perfect fit." They clapped and shouted, all pretending to see the glorious, invisible garments. But then, a small, innocent child, who hadn't heard about the magical rule and wasn't afraid to speak the truth, piped up in a loud, clear voice, "But he isn't wearing anything at all." The crowd fell silent. A ripple of murmurs went through the people. One by one, they started to whisper, "The child is right. He isn't wearing anything." Soon, the whispers grew into a roar of laughter and gasps of realization. The emperor heard every word. His face turned bright red. He knew the child was right. He wasn't wearing anything, but he was too proud, too embarrassed, to stop the parade now. He simply straightened up even taller, looked straight ahead, and continued to march on as if nothing had happened, still pretending that his magnificent, non-existent clothes were the most splendid in the world. And that, my friends, is the end of our tale. What a story. Right? It just goes to show how important it is to trust your own eyes and speak your mind, even if everyone else is seeing something different. And sometimes, the simplest truth can be the most powerful. If you enjoyed this classic fairy tale, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories and fun adventures. We love having you here.